I'm talking today to Geet Rathi, the creative and design director of TBWA and founder of Blink to Speak, which is the world's first sign language for people with major neurological disorders to lead a life of dignity and quality. Welcome, Geet.
Hi, Harsh. How are you?
Good to see you. And Geet, I want to start right away by asking that how in your space do you identify with ESG? And if there are any personal examples to share.
I have been looking at those videos that you were posting recently, and one of the videos that I saw around ESG was leading from the roots and not from the front. I mean, leading from the front is something that we've all heard about, but this really sounded interesting to me, and I kind of started to dig deeper into how do I really do that in my life also or not, like work and personal life everywhere. As I have been growing in my career, I have been able to realize that how important every single person's contribution is, and if you are leading from the front, it might obviously you can see what's behind you by turning, I mean, physically I'm talking about, like you can see everything, but when you lead from the roots, you will really nurture it very well. You might not even realize the places where you have made significant differences. You probably won't even see that, but it will happen on its own because you're nurturing from the roots.
Did this development of the first ever I language for neurological disorders, was this related to a personal example? How did this come about?
Yes, definitely. It was related to a personal example. And I think that is one of the reasons why it was natural for me to think of it, because the patient cannot live like a regular normal life without speaking. So, and there are a lot of things available in the market, but they kind of end up becoming very expensive or tedious, or and many of the patients are not technologically savvy also. So hence, like, what we really felt was that we need to really feel the patient from deep within, like, which what does that mean? That means empathy. Like, you get into their shoes, that is empathy. You try to behave like one patient, like, if I had no ways to move, if I could not even use sign language, my hands are paralyzed, my legs are paralyzed, what is that? I mean, if I start to feel that, well, I probably know what I can do. So which tells me that it's a survival instinct all humans have. And hence, feeling what a patient would feel deep within is called empathy. And that exactly led me to the idea of creating an eye language, because everything, when nothing is working, your eyes are working, is what I saw in the patient. Hence, let's communicate using those eyes. Unless and until you thrive in that limitation, or you thrive into that problem, you might not even get such ideas. That's what I have realized.
Yeah, I like it when you say thriving in a limitation. I think that's a new way of looking at things. And so Pete, why don't you share with us a couple of examples of from Blink to Speak, which tell us how a person who is ridden with a major neurological disorder can use Blink to Speak in terms of an emergency or in terms of maybe some kind of an emotional need.
So the guide has been designed to have these very basic commands, and obviously we haven't left behind some of the very simple emotional commands also. So one of them, I would say, could be emergency. Like, the patients can feel breathless, or they can feel pain in some part of the body which is absolutely excruciating, and to express that, maybe they just want to use an emergency signal. So how would they do that? They would just have to wink furiously, and wink furiously because it's emergency. right? So I would just go, I mean, if I were the person, I would do like this. Just furiously, I will wink.
Yeah.
Okay.
On lighter side, I hope this doesn't become viral. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just using the eyes. No other part of the body needs to be used. It's just simply using the eyes.
Yes. Yes.
All right. And how about an emotional need?
And for an emotional need, again, we have kept like, let's take I love you. Okay. Like something that a patient might want to tell uh, daughter or a son or wife or mother, and he just wants to express his love for them, and he could say I love you by just winking 3 times.
Okay.
I have chosen specifically the winks because it's just more relatable for everybody, but there are lots of other commands which uses different eye movements. But just winking 3 times slowly will mean that you are trying to say I love you, which is very slow. When
Got
I
it.
said furious, it's fast. This is
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And where can one find these guides? Are they available on some website or?
Sure. So one is that somebody can directly email Neurogen Brain and Spine Institute, Ashaik Hope Foundation. They are online. They are they are the ones who are actually doing much more work than me now
Okay.
with this guide. And at the same time, it can be found on blinktospeak.com website.
Fantastic. So, Geet, thank you very much for sharing your views with us. And I wish you a lot of success in leading and continuing to lead from the roots by thriving in problems.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.